He's broken. What else needs to be said, bro? He's broken. Like, this unit may have gotten leaked, but that doesn't change the fact that he actually might be the most snapped unit in Legends, bro. His abilities are so absolutely absurd that I genuinely think he could actually be meta defining. This unit is actually insane. Oh my goodness. So the Dragon Ball Legends Reveals and Stuff Legends Festival Edition 2023 Part 3 has just ended. This was the last Reveals and Stuff of the entire year. And with it, even though this unit did get officially leaked a few days ago, we of course got the official confirmation of Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. Now, even though the unit got leaked, we did not know what this unit was capable of doing. And oh my goodness, this unit is insane. Wow, just when they showed off his abilities, that was unbelievable. But of course, before we get into any of that, I do have my reaction. So check out my reaction and then we'll break down what this absolutely absurd unit can do. It's time. Whoa. Oh, these guys got a whole orchestra? Like, what is going on? Oh yeah, sure enough. Oh man. Like, okay, this is cool though. This is actually really cool that they're going all out for this. It's time. Whoa, wait, is that the ink animation up top there? Whoa. Like, okay, no, I thought that was like the ink animation for him, but, or it still could be. I don't know what's going on anymore. But this is really freaking cool. Na 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 na. Like, man, I wish this didn't get leaked, man. Oh man. Legends new fighter. Let's get it. Yes, sir. UI signed Goku. It's time.
I can't afford to lose.
Ultra Instinct signed Goku. Let's get it. All right. He has to be clean. Oh, his model looks good. It's time. Oh. Oh, hands. Go on. Like, bro, he's... Whoa! Whoa! What? What the? What just? I'm more stuck on where Topo came in from.
All your power is useless against me.
Nah, he's gonna be clean, bro. He's gonna be clean. Okay, so this is like just the actual trailer. Cause I was like, where did Topo come in from? Wait, that's the... Wait, that's the itch... Whoa! No, that's the heat.
I can't afford to lose.
No, that's nice. That's nice. It's time. Take him out. Okay, so was that like a counter? Like, that's... Wait, no, bro, hold on. I'll do special abilities. Nullify. Wait, Nullify lost it? He stopped. What the? What? Yo, what? No! No, bro, this dude's gonna be cracked. This dude is gonna be busted.
All your power is
What the hell? What in the... No! Wow! It's time. It's time. I don't know what else to say. It's time. I'm so freaking excited, bro. Anyway, let's get into it. So, we do have the details. Starting off with the first page, it shows Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. Of course, he's an Ultra unit. He is a yellow unit. Very obvious because of Bardock Zenkai, and Bardock Zenkai boosts yellow and Saiyan. So, it was obvious that, you know, Goku was going to be a yellow unit, which is fine. I'm totally down for that. Anyway, he's a yellow unit. He's a range type. And his tags are Sun Family, Saiyan, God Key, and Universe Rep. So, Z Ability 3. plus 3% to tag, universe rep, ultimate, and awakened damage inflicted, and plus 38% to tag, universe rep, or tag same base blast attack and defense during battle. Ultra ability. If this character is the leader, applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 30% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, 30% to key recovery cannot be cancelled, of course, makes sense, leader slot and whatnot. If this character is not the leader, applies the following effects to self per tag, universe rep, battle support member when battle starts. 5% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, 5% to key recovery cannot be cancelled, up to 3 battle members and 3 support members will be counted. So, just general ultra ability stuff. Again, if they're in the leader, they get the plus 3%. If they're not the leader, just pair them up with universe rep. That's pretty much it. Okay, now moving on to unique abilities. Consumes 30% of this character's unique gauge to activate evade against the following enemy attacks while slide moving or standing still. This character's unique gauge gradually decreases while they're on the battlefield and gradually recovers while they're on standby. And then of course, tap actions, strike arts, and blast arts. So pretty much they have the same unique gauge that all Ultra Instinct sign units have, but there's a slight twist with this as we continue forward. So just know that if you do have 30% of your unique gauge full, you will be able to dodge, which is good, right? And it's the same type of dodge that we're all accustomed to. But now we start getting to the more special aspects of the unique gauge. On receiving an enemy attack, consumes 30% of the unique gauge to activate evade against enemy strike arts or most forward charging and other enemy special move and special arts. Activates 3 times. That's where it starts getting special. So, again, you will naturally be able to dodge, but it shows that for certain circumstances, like again, certain strike arts attacks, certain forward charging attacks, and certain special moves and special arts, you will be able to evade those as well. So imagine if your unique gauge is at 30% and you activate Ultra Vegito Blue's counter, right? And he follows up with a special move. You can dodge that. You can dodge that. That is exponentially powerful. That is absurdly powerful, right? Or like other units that have like a charging, it shows a special arts, right? So let's say just something off the top of my head. Okay, we'll just go with Ultra Broly, right? Because his special skill is one they can charge in with, right? If your unique gauge is at 30% and Ultra Broly is like charging in with his special skill, you'll dodge it. That's powerful. That is very powerful. That is a way to be able to stock combos very efficiently. That's, oh wow, like we're finally at the point where combos can finally stop. That would be absolutely fantastic. All right, continuing. It shows the following effects occur after activating evade. Draw a special arts card next, activates once, plus 15% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, minus 5 to own arts cost for 10 timer counts, applies buff effect, nullifies enemies' reduce key effects to self for 10 timer counts, and shortens allies' substitution counts by 1. So again, this says when it activates evade, it doesn't specify whether it's just the general evasion or like the slightly special version where you're able to, avoid, strike arts and forward charging moves and whatnot, right? So when you activate evade, you get a special skill, which is great. You boost your damage, you lower your arts costs, you nullify key reduction. So again, units like Pan, units like Zamasu, where when you hit them, you lose key, you don't get affected by any of that. And then of course, you get to knock down your ally sub count by 1, which is fantastic. But we're not done yet. There are even more ridiculous abilities. So continuing with more unique abilities, if this character loses a Dokabaki impact, which is, the clash, right? They will evade the attack and receive 0 damage. Wow. And of course, excludes automatic losses due to enemy effects and whatnot, right? Wow. Wow. Okay, so it's a variation of LF UI Goku, right? The 4th anniversary unit, right? It's a variation of that. It's not like an automatic win, right? But you do still have the opportunity to evade out of the way when you utilize this. So imagine pairing this Goku with LFUI Goku, right? Where on one end, you automatically win, right? Which is obviously LFUI Goku. And then on the other end, if you lose, then at the very least, you won't take damage. And there doesn't seem to be a limit for that. There doesn't seem to be a limit for that. So that means that if you see UI Goku paired up with this unit, the last thing you want to do is get into a clash with them, because it's just a guaranteed L for the opponent. Like, again, it's either you automatically win, or if you have Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, that's redundant, but still, and you at least try to win, you either win the clash or you end up in neutral. That's it. You just do not take damage during a clash. That is the last thing an opponent will ever want to happen. So yeah, that is incredible. And the insanity doesn't even end there. Guys, this next one is unbelievable. If performed against this character's strike or blast arts attack, nullify enemies' cover change, or special actions that activate when changing cover, and knocks them back to long range. Activates once. Activation count resets when this character enters the battlefield if there are 2 defeated battle members. Guys, this dude, this unit, has the ability to, it's like the ultimate cover change nullification. Like, nullification? Like, so pretty much, there are plenty of units in the game that have the ability to have some sort of special cover change, whether it's strike cover, blast cover, or just like a general like cover change that encapsulates all of that. However, this character doesn't just nullify cover change, they counter it. They counter special cover changes. So units like Beast Gohan, like both iterations of Beast Gohan, right? Units like Ultra Vegito Blue, units like Tag Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, and literally every other unit. Heck, we can throw in Ultra Broly, we can throw in that one unit of Bojack, we can throw all of them. This unit counters their special cover changes. Not nullifies it, counters it. Unbelievable. So if this unit is on the offensive, he is practically unstoppable. You cannot nullify this ability. What in the world, bro? Like, oh my god, what were they thinking? Like, if this unit is on the offensive, you cannot stop him. Like, if he activates it once, then yes, then of course, like, he doesn't counter it unless he's last man standing. But apart from that, though, that still gives him 2 solid opportunities to be able to fight off against the opponent. And especially if you knock out the opponent's red unit, or if they don't bring one in, this unit is going to steamroll your team. Like, what in the world? Like, he literally prevents special cover changes. He prevents it. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. And that's still not it. The following effects occur if a cover change or special actions are nullified. Draw the ultimate arts card, Instantaneous Assault next, restores own key by 60, and inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts, comboable arts, strike arts, blast arts, special move arts, and ultimate arts. So if you counter the opponent's special cover change, if you counter it, you're able to follow up with anything. You're able to follow up with anything, and the opponent is locked in. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, your opponent is locked in for 3 timer counts. You get more than enough key to use any arts card in the game, and you get a guaranteed ultimate, which means that this unit has 2 ults. Insane. And you know good and well that ult is going to hit exponentially hard. So yeah, that is a monstrously powerful ability. Unbelievable. Okay, let's just continue with more unique abilities. So, applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 150% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Reduces damage received by 70%, cannot be cancelled. plus 50% to key recovery, cannot be cancelled. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, cannot be cancelled. This unit is going to be extremely powerful and relatively bulky, so there's that. Applies the following effects to itself when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 30, minus 10 to blast arts cost for 10 timer counts, nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts. So yes, again, the unit will be able to, get lots of ki. They get to knock down their blast costs, which makes sense because they're a range type. And they nullify element factor, which is good. Again, and it shows that these effects happen when the character enters the battlefield, which means that, and again, it doesn't show any limit, so that means every time this unit is on the battlefield, for the first 5 timer counts of them hopping into battle, they will be element neutral, which means that units like Ultra Vegito Blue might not be too much of a problem for this unit, especially people just throw him in like that. So, wow, actually, it might actually be a good strategy to have, another unit lead off, and then afterwards, you, if you're in the midst of a combo, you end up throwing in this unit, and then, of course, they're gonna try to counter with Vegito, but of course, you counter the special cover change, and then you lock in Vegito for a few timer counts, throw out the ult, and hopefully deal massive damage to the unit. That could actually be a viable strategy. Who knows? We'll see. And then applies the following effects to itself according to the number of remaining battle members. 3 battle members, plus 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, cannot be cancelled, and increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 5 timer counts. 2 battle members, plus 50% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, cannot be cancelled, increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts, and restores own unique gauge by 50%. And then, of course, 1 battle member, plus 70% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, cannot be cancelled, and restores own unique gauge by 100%. So pretty much this unit shines as the last man standing. So again, when it comes down to all of your units, or at least for the teams that you're using this unit on, you're gonna want to save him for the very end. I don't believe he has anything like endurance or anything of the sort, but it's still extremely powerful knowing that he gets all those buffs at the very end. And now we move on to the special arts. So it says, draw a blast arts card next, restores own health by 15% and ki by 50, plus 15% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, plus 40% to the next blast arts damage inflicted, cannot be stacked, applies buff effect, nullifies enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 10 timer counts, and cancels enemy attribute upgrades. So that's actually really good. You force draw a blast arts card, you restore health, and you get a ton of ki back. Not only that, you get a damage buff, just a general damage buff, on top of getting a blast arts damage buff, and then you nullify cover change, which is unbelievable because again, this unit is already able to counter cover change, but you also have the ability to just straight up nullify it as well, which is going to make this unit extremely offensive, so that's good. And then of course, canceling attribute upgrades is always a good thing. And then we have the special move arts. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Restores ki by 30%, well by 30, not 30%. And then plus 35% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, cannot be cancelled, which is good. And then afterwards, you get to destroy all of your enemies' special move and special arts cards on hit. Blast armor when charging forward, which is going to be very helpful, especially against the likes of, again, Ultra Vegito Blue, or even Ultra Super Janemba, or any other unit that's really annoying with those type of cards like Tag Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, Transforming Beast Gohan, that's another one. The newly released Tag Goku and Bardock. So being able to destroy all those cards is going to give this unit a ton of breathing room. A ton of breathing room. And of course, having that blast armor when charging forward definitely helps because it'll allow you to more easily land the attack. And then, the final bit of unique abilities. The following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. Plus 30% to own unique gauge charge rate for 10 timer counts. Plus 50% to own health restoration for 10 timer counts. Gradually restores own health each timer count for 20 timer counts. Cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. And reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1, activates twice. So every time you take this unit out, you knock down the opponent's Dragon Balls up to 2 times. But not only that, I mean, you get to charge up your unique gauge, your health. I mean, you restore health too. Like, and of course, you knock down your attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions, which means that when he comes back in, he's going to be healthy. So that's a pretty powerful ability just for going into standby. Like, I have no issues with that whatsoever. And then the final part, the following effects occur when enemy activates an ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising rush while this character is on the battlefield. Restores own health by 30%, activates once, nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts, shortens ally substitution counts by 5, reduces enemy ki by 100, reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0, activates twice, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 50% to ultimate and awaken arts power for 3 timer counts. So pretty much, if this unit is in, don't use an ult, don't use an awaken arts, which there's not really units out there right now that even use that card, and don't use rising rush. Not a smart idea. Now, if he's last man standing, then obviously all that doesn't really matter. But if you have, like, if the opponent has more than one unit, and this unit is one of them, don't use rising rush against this unit, especially because of the fact that since he's universe rep, he gets paired up with Tag Goku and Frieza. What do they have? Rising rush counter. So the last thing you ever want to do is rush if you see this unit on the field and there's more than one unit alive. Not a good idea, especially because of all of the debuffs that the opponent ends up getting, especially when it comes down to him being able to nullify element factor, which means red units are no longer safe, and then him being able to cripple the ki of the opponent, which means that their combo is over unless they have some way of being able to get ki immediately, whether it's a your main ability or you swap to a different unit and then they get ki upon coming in. And then on top of that, your vanishing gauge gets stripped away. So that means that if you have nothing else going for you, like maybe, you know, the opponent is last man standing or they're not able to swap and they do all of that, they can't fight and they can't leave. So yeah, you need to be very, very careful when you're fighting this unit because he sounds insane. Now, there is one downside with this unit, and it's that he actually doesn't have blast armor on strike, and that's a very, very dominant meta relevant ability. A lot of powerful units in this meta have that. This unit doesn't. So you have to be really, really careful with how you approach with this unit. I kind of understand as to why he doesn't, and it's mainly due to the fact of his unique gauge with him being able to evade all sorts of attacks. So giving him blast armor on strike would also be kind of cracked, on top of how cracked he already is. But even without that, his unique gauge is powerful enough to the point where he can offset all of that. But with him also being a range type, you got to be really careful because, again, if you just throw out blast arts cards, you're gonna get heavily punished more often than not. So again, very powerful unit, but you have to be careful. However, it does also seem that this could be our first UI unit that actually has good defenses, because we all know UI Goku, very powerful unit, but literally a glass cannon. So with him being an ultra unit, as long as his defenses are good and he doesn't just die from somebody breathing on him, then I think we'll be fine. But those are the details of Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku. Man, that's redundant. We're just gonna have to say Ultra UI Saiyan Goku just to make that sound better. But I do want to know what you guys think about this unit in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.